Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first Sisterhood of Salem showcase. I'm very excited. My name is Jennifer Carey, and I am a board member of the Sisterhood of Salem. And I was really excited about this opportunity to help share the gifts and the unique lights that our members of Sisterhood of Salem share and embody and be able to share it in this way on our YouTube channel. And so I'm very excited to introduce our first interviewee is Nicole Luna. Nicole Luna is the founder of Modern Magic Academy, located the literally brick and mortar is located in Salem, Massachusetts. And Nicole, I can't wait to have you on here, and I can't wait to hear all about how you discovered your gifts and what you want to share. But I can't help but look behind you and see what a beautiful space you have. So in addition to introducing yourself, I'd love to hear more about what you have behind you. It looks gorgeous and magical.
Thank you. Yeah, my name is Nicole Luna. I'm a professional psychic here in Salem and a practicing witch. And this that you're seeing behind me, this is Modern Magic Academy, which is my workspace or studio space. And we've been here in Salem on Front Street for 3 years now, offering classes and ritual circles. And then this is where I do my readings as well.
Wow, it's beautiful. So you're located right on Front Street in Salem.
Yeah. So we're right on Front Street, but we are on the second floor of
Okay.
8 Front Street. So we're kind of a bit of a walk-up location and a place that you need to know where to find us to find us. But we tend to bring in a lot of really lovely, intentional people, and I'm very blessed to. I don't want to say be hidden in this way, but like have my like space away from the hustle and bustle, but still be a part of the amazing Salem business community.
Yes, yeah, it really is a gorgeous space, but I can see how people need to know, they need to know the path because you're
Yes,
not just a storefront on the street. They have to know the path to
you
find.
need to be looking for us. Yeah, you
Yes.
need to be looking for us to do the research to find that, you know, we are a space here in Salem dedicated to offering education to people who are practicing um, witches, different people who are coming at this from different spiritual lenses, and then also just people who are curious and want kind of a more authentic experience.
Hmm. Yeah, and so it is almost like literally what it says, an academy. You offer uh services that help teach people and help do certain rituals. Please tell us more about those services. Yeah.
Yeah, so before moving to Salem and before opening Modern Magic 3 years ago, I had an online business, which I still maintain, and most of the education was coming from, Zoom meetings and
Mm.
engaging with people virtually, which I still do. But I was a longtime visitor coming to Salem with friends and just really enjoying the city. And so when the opportunity came to move here, I thought, well, if I could find a cool space that I found, um, f flexibility in, because it's just me here. I don't have employees or anybody who works for me. If I could find a cool space where I could just extend my offerings to create some more in-person community, because I do feel like, as we know with Sisterhood of Salem, community is so important, and
Mhm.
in-person gatherings can be hard to find, especially post-COVID. And I think that that was kind of what inspired me to create the space.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I think, and what's great is you maintain both, right?
Exactly.
So you can still, I mean, the plus about virtual is that you can, anyone in the world can take one of your
Yes.
classes or re receive and experience one of your amazing gifts. But I agree, there's just something about the in person. So the fact that you can do both is great. So you only recently moved to Salem. I would love to hear where you were before, and I would also love to hear how you discovered your gifts of psychic readings and the other gifts that you share.
Yeah, absolutely. So my family and I moved to Salem in 2022. We had a really fast timeline because we wanted to open before obviously October and
Yeah.
busy season and these kinds of things. So we moved here in early August and we opened in September.
Wow.
Which is insane. I basically lived here for a month. Not actually, but we spent a lot of our time here getting the place ready and creating a space for this sort of work to take place. We moved here from Toronto, so I'm originally from Canada. Um,
Wow.
yeah, so it was a big move.
Yes, it
Um,
is a big move.
yeah, very different move, but we've been really lucky to be welcomed by the Salem community, and there's so many great people here on just on Front Street alone that I feel so lucky to call my neighbors. But yeah, I've been a practicing witch since high school, and then before that, I would say witchy curious or kind of more of a weird kid who just liked paranormal stuff and these sorts of things. So. Um, I think the first indication that there was any kind of leaning toward magic and witchcraft was a really strong empathic ability from a very young age, feeling very connected to energy and very connected to the energy of people and places, and then eventually spirits. So, witchcraft just felt like a natural evolution and a way to continue connecting with spirit in a more intentional way and connecting with the land. Um, so that's kind of how things just got started. I think I didn't even really realize, when I was really small that witches were real. And it was only after, scouring through bookshelves at the library, at 11 years old that I came upon Wicca, which is a religion, and I'm not a Wiccan myself, but that was kind of like the entry point and
Mm,
had me scratching my head and saying, "Oh, there's actually people out there who call themselves witches, and like, what does that mean?" So
yeah.
that's how we got started. Mhm.
Wow, it's amazing. And I always believe this too, that those knocks on our hearts happen when we are children. So
Yes.
it's amazing. You felt the knock and then you followed it. You looked and you were able to find that there was something that you could explore and
Yeah.
really grow and expand in these gifts that you knew you had and that you felt and then now you're sharing it with others, which is a great segue to my next question, which is can you please describe your ideal client or your ideal student?
Yeah. Um, Probably just somebody who already is bringing in a lot of self-awareness into their practice. So
Mm,
Um, not that I'm not a fan of giving a quick 15-minute reading in October to somebody who maybe is looking for more entertainment value, but generally I think the ideal client would be somebody who's pretty self-aware, maybe somebody who's done therapy before and that sort of thing, and is just
mm,
coming to spirituality, specifically tarot and astrology, which is what I use in my readings, to gain a deeper understanding of their authenticity and their deeper gifts, and just some additional kind of complementary healing to what they're already doing for themselves.
hmm. Okay, so yeah, just having that they know enough about themselves, they really want to grow and expand, and almost it sounds like tap into some of these gifts and skills themselves, right? Learning how to do that from the academy as well. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say that I have a good chunk of clients that are primarily seeing me for readings and they have no interest in magic and witchcraft at all, right? So, but then I've been running a witchcraft foundations course for the last 5 years. So that started virtually and it just felt like a natural evolution to have it more in person here now that I have the space. So yeah, it's one of two things. Either people are like, nope, I just want you to tell me all the things, and maybe they're not particularly spiritual, but still very self-aware and very open. Or, I've got those witchy curious people and even people who are long-term practitioners who are coming to Salem maybe from places where it wasn't always super safe for them to be open about their spiritual beliefs, and having a really special experience here has been such a gift because, a lot of people not only can't find community where they live, but maybe it's not super safe to even talk about their certain beliefs. I
Point.
had one of my most, I think, memorable experiences like that was a few years ago. It was, I think, um, maybe 6 months to 8 months after we had opened, I had a young girl, she was maybe around 18 or 19, bring her father, who was a pastor, into the space to see what this whole witchcraft thing was all about. And he was amazing and super sweet and lovely. And like, I think just really happy to see that his daughter was not like involved in something that was dangerous.
Mm.
And they were from the South. So there was kind of this like, not a misconception, but just kind of a caution, I
Yeah.
think, about things. But it was just really nice to hold space for them and to see them bond over her interest.
That is amazing. What an amazing story. What an amazing story of diversity and
Yeah.
curiosity, right? That even if there is some apprehensions based on some of their teachings or whatever, that there was still this openness and willingness and gentle curiosity, which is the secret of us being able to learn from each other, right?
Yeah, and I mean, this space was a therapy clinic before I got in here, and I like to say that it kind of still is, right? Like it kind of
Yeah.
just feels like a safe space for people to maybe experience something that's mildly outside of their comfort zone, and then for people who have been practicing to see their practice represented in like a physical environment.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, it's just another tool and resource, right, in this life to help people heal and grow and expand and all those
Yeah.
things. Well, thank you so much for what you bring to Salem and beyond. Thank you. I'm sure Canada misses you, but we're grateful to have you here. And I would love for you to finish by just sharing how people can contact you, the best way that they can reach you and find out more.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm on all the social media platforms, but the one that I'm most likely to respond the quickest, I would say, would be Instagram. So my personal Instagram is at highest good readings, and then there's also at Modern Magic Salem. And then I have two websites, highestgoodreadings.com and modernmagicsalem.com. So those are the best places to get information. And then I'm always open for a DM, so you can feel free to message me with questions and hopefully some people will come out and attend some of our future events.
Oh, that's great. Yay. And we'll make sure that we have that all written in the captions as well so people can find it and visually as well. Well, thank you, Nicole, for your time today and sharing a little bit about your story. And I'm so excited to witness you continuing to expand here in Salem and
Thank
beyond.
you. Thank you, Jen.
You're welcome. Take care.